part of Proverbs 31. It's the spirit of the fear of God. Where is the place of the fear of God in your heart as a child of God? A lot of things that are happening today is because there is no fear of God. A man will beat his wife because there is no fear of God. A woman will cheat on her husband because what? There is no fear of God. Nobody will know. He doesn't read meter. That's the way they say it in my country. It's only Sister Inka that can interpret that. Sister Inka, you want to interpret it? You left Nigeria. You know meter? A meter is a kind of
mileage in the car?
Yeah, like a mileage in the car.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or MS.
Yes. So you know, as you consume it, it gives reading. But a woman that is cheating on her husband, there is no gauge to measure that she's cheating. And she continues cheating because there is no fear of God. No fear of God. The place of the Spirit is the place of the fear of God. That you can tremble at the presence of God. That you want to take an action, you want to take a step, you want to think, is this what God, how will God feel?
Yes.
That I'm the one found doing this. A lot of times what we fear is the fear of men. Is the fear of not being caught. Yes. And even when we are caught, we don't have repentance. We are only ashamed that we are caught.
That's so true.
The place of the Spirit is the place of the fear of God. You can tremble that you want God in so that no. And that's what Joseph had. I said, how can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? Because he had the fear of God. Who knows? The woman wanted it anyway. Why not? Free of charge. From master, and I'm sure his portion of food would have been doubled if he had cooperated. I wonder why he did not cooperate, but because of the fear of God. The place, God's will for our spirit. That we might walk in the fear of God. In everything we do. When we sit down, it's woman nature to gossip. Yeah, very good. We do it. Even men, they do it too. We all do it. Ah, they do. When we sit down to do that, yeah, we can. It's gossip has levels. I don't know how to put it. I can sit down with Pastor D and talk about you. But what are we talking about you? Is it to pull you down? Oh, I can talk about you. I like the necklace on her. It's so beautiful. But if we now continue, she will not even give offering in the church. All she will do is buy jewelry. She's always wearing new shoes every Sunday. And I sit by her every time. I've never seen her drop penny in the offering box. Are we building? No. It's the fear of God that can refrain us from fulfilling the lust of the flesh. It's the fear of God that can restrain us from satisfying our emotion. A young lady who is not married, yes, she has emotions. She has blood running in her vein. And there is a gentleman there, handsome, good-looking, tall, like my husband, you know, there. I could not understand. When we were cutting, and the very first thing, he came out with list. Don't. Then what is left about all this handsomeness if everything is don't? The fear of God is what will refrain you as a young lady to keep your body. That my body is the temple of the living God. One, two, three, four, five, six. One more. The Spirit of the Lord is the first one. Because that's what, and that is the first thing that was mentioned, because that is what links us to God. A place of the Spirit is everything I'll be saying boils down on all these 7 things. These are what we should adorn ourselves with, as the book of Peter says it. Says that the beautiful men, 1 Peter 3, I think. Can we open and let's read? That is how the old women, the old ladies, yes, that is what they adorn themselves with. I think from 3 or from verse 5, I'm not sure. 1 Peter 3. 3.
From verse 3.
Okay.
Whose adorning, let it not be that of outward adorning, of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold, or of putting on apparel.
But let it be the hidden man of the heart. Where is the hidden man of the heart? The place of the Spirit is the place of dominion. You want to exercise authority? Not in the body. The place of the Spirit, God's will for our spirit, is that we might have dominion over everything. It's the place of the Spirit. There is a hierarchy in the Spirit. So how fast you go, and that was what the book Luke was talking about when he was talking about it, that he waxed strong in the Spirit. When you want to wax strong, is you exercise the Spirit. Have you seen, is it macho they call them? Heavy built guy. You think he just came on them? No. See Tracy fit. Because she's what? Exercising. The Bible says bodily exercise, they profited little. That little is very good. I like how that little. But it's just because it's not that God is saying we should not exercise. That's why he's saying it's profited though. But spiritual exercise, it's profits much. How do you exercise your spirit? Is the place of power. Is the place of dominion. When you live in the Spirit, you will not fulfill the lusts of the flesh. Now, I like something about the Bible. It tells us that if we live in the Spirit, we should also do what? Walk in the Spirit. Let's go there. I think it's Galatians. I just saw somewhere now, it's not in Acts. It said 18 says, but if ye be led of the Spirit, you are not under the law. Let's, did you see? 5. The if we walk, I know.
16, if so I say, walk by the Spirit and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh.
Okay, let's even read that place. Say, for the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to another, so that they cannot do the things that ye would. Our flesh, what? It fights against the Spirit. And our spirit also does what? Fights against the flesh. The two, they can't work together. We are still in this body, we are still in this flesh. But we must realize that, yes, we are of the world, we are in the world. The Bible says, but we are not of the world. I'm still looking for that place. I know it's in Galatians. That if we walk, if we live in the Spirit, we should also walk by the Spirit.
Yeah, but if you are led by the Spirit, you're not going to walk.
It talks about living and walking.
If we live by
Okay,
the
I'm
Spirit,
reading 25. So if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. What does it mean to live in the Spirit? This is what it means to live in the Spirit. And what does it mean to walk in the Spirit? There are two different things. To walk in the Spirit are what are listed. It's walking. Walking is like everyday activities. Is what you do. And that's what the Bible was talking about in the first verses from 22. The fruit of the Spirit are, right? It's right there, right? Let's read it together. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law.